What's up, everyone? And welcome back to the Silas Infotech. Today, we're diving deep into OPNsense to supercharge your network's organization and security. We'll be talking about two powerful features, VLAN and the Kea DHCP server. If you've ever wanted to separate your devices into different logical networks without buying a bunch of new hardware, this is the video for you. We'll walk through setting up virtual LANs or VLANs to create isolated network segments. Think of it like creating digital walls inside your network. You can have one for your main computers, another for your IoT smart home gadgets, separate one for guests, and maybe even one for a home lab. This is a game changer for security because if one segment gets compromised, the others remain safe. First things first, what exactly is a VLAN? Imagine your single physical network switch is actually multiple separate virtual switches. Each virtual switch handles its own group of devices, and they can't talk to each other unless you specifically allow it. This is done by adding a tag to the network traffic, a number from 1 to 4094 that identifies which VLAN it belongs to. To make this work, you need a managed or smart switch that understands these VLAN tags. Your router, in this case OPNsense, also needs to be VLAN aware, which it is. The benefits are huge: better security, reduced network congestion, and way more flexibility. You can move a device from one VLAN to another just by changing a setting without physically unplugging and replugging cables. All right, let's get our hands dirty and set this up in OPNsense. Before we begin, make sure you've planned out your network. Decide what VLNs you need and what you'll call them. For this tutorial, we'll create two VLNs. One for our managed devices called Manage with VLAN tag 110, and one for OA devices called OA with tag 120. Having a clear plan makes the configuration process much smoother. Log into your OPNsense web interface. The first step is to define the VLANs themselves. Go to Interfaces, then Devices, and select VLAN. Click the Add button in the top right. It's for the parent interface. You'll select the physical network port that connects to your managed switch. This is usually your LAN port. Next, enter the VLAN tag. For our first one, we'll type in 110. Then, give it a description, like Manage VLAN. Click Save. Just repeat this process for our other VLAs. Add another one with the parent as your LAN interface. VLAN tag 120, and description OAVLAN. Once you're done, you'll see your new VLANs listed. You've now told OPNsense that it should expect traffic with these tags on your LAN port. Now that the VLANs exist, we need to treat them like real network interfaces. Go to Interfaces and then Assignments. You'll see your new VLANs available in the New Interface dropdown. Select the first one, VLAN 10 on LAN, and click the plus button to add it. It will show up as something like OPT1 or OPT2. Click on its name to configure it. First, check the Enable box to activate it. For the description, let's give it a more user-friendly name like Manage. Under IPv4 configuration type, select Static IPv4. We need to give this VLAN its own IP address, which will act as the gateway for all devices on this VLAN. Let's assign it a unique subnet. We'll use 192.168.110.254 with a 24 subnet mask. Make sure this doesn't overlap with any of your existing networks. Click Save, and then apply changes. Now, repeat this for the OA VLAN. We'll name the interface OA and give it the IP address, 192.168.120.254 with 24 subnets. Remember to save and apply changes after each one. You've now created two new fully functional network interfaces in OPNsense, each tied to a specific VLAN. With our interfaces ready, devices on these VLAN need to get IP addresses automatically. This is where DHCP comes in, OPNsense now. Defaults to the modern Kea DHCP server. Kea is fast, modular, and way more flexible than the legacy DHCP server. OPNsense now supports it natively, which means better performance and cleaner configuration, especially if you're running VLANs or home lab setups like mine. Now, let's head over to Services from Navigation menu. Select Kea DHCP, then select Kea DCP 4. You'll land on the Settings page. Turn on the Enabled checkbox. This activates the Kea service. Next, choose the interfaces where you want DHCP to run. LAN, Management VLAN, OA VLAN. Whatever networks you want Kea to hand out IPs for. Check the box to enable the Kea. Leave the valid lifetime as default, unless you have a reason to change it. Make sure firewall rules is checked so OPNsense automatically creates the right allow rules. Then hit apply. Now let's set up the actual networks Kea will serve. And in this example, we've got two VLAN, one called Manage and one called OA. First, head over to the Subnets tab and click the Add button. For the Manage network, enter Subnet 192.168.110.0 with a 24 subnet mask. Description: Manage VLAN pool, something like 192.168.110.10.2.192.168.110.30. This defines the IP range Kea will hand out two devices on the Manage VLAN, set default gateway and DNS server. Save that, and now let's add the second one. Click Add again and enter Subnet 192.120.0 with a 24 subnet mask. Description: OAV LAN pool. For example, 192.120.10.2.192.168.120.30. Once both subnets are added, hit apply so Kea loads the new configuration. All right, time for the moment of truth. Plug a device into a switch port that's tagged for one of your VLAN. For example, if you connect to a port tagged for VLA 110, your device should automatically pull an IP from the managed network. Or if you connect to a port tagged for VLAN 120, your device should automatically pull an IP from ELA network. If you're on the managed VLAN, you should get something like 192.168.110.x. And if you're on the OA VLAN, you should get 192.168.120.x. The gateway should match the IPs we set earlier for each network. If you see a valid IP, subnet mask, gateway, and DNS, congratulations. Your VLANs are live, your routing is working, and your Kea DHCP server is officially handing out addresses. If this video helped you, hit like. It tells YouTube this content is worth sharing. Subscribe for more deep dive networking tutorials, home lab builds, and cybersecurity guides. Thanks for sticking with me. Catch you next time.